Hey folks, Tim here, FT Lot for the love of trains. Long time no makey video. As usual, things have gotten real busy. Been working on a lot of projects upstairs for Mama. Yeah, there's one of my cats hanging out with me here. So I really haven't had a whole lot of time to work on stuff and certainly not make any videos, but I wanted to give you a quick update of what I've been working on because actually I have been doing some things. It's just been drawn out over the last 2 months. So let me get to that and I'll show you what I've been up to. Okay, so one of the things that I've been working on over the last 2 months is I've been inventorying or making an inventory sheet of all my locomotives. And then the other thing I did was I took every single engine I own at this time and I speed matched them all with Dakota Pro, and I speed matched everything to the Proto 2000 SD60 locomotive. That was hands down the slowest running locomotive that I had, so I figured if I just speed matched everything to that, I would be pretty safe. So now I'm feeling really good because I can grab any locomotive out of the fleet here and lash them up with any other locomotive that I have and know that they're going to run at approximately the same exact speed. They'll have the same top speed. So it works out really nice. It takes the headache out of trying to lash locomotives up as needed, where this way now I can just pull them out and go on the road or on the fly, take them wherever I want. They're already going to be speed matched together. Speed matched locomotives. That's Atlas, Proto 2000, Proto 2000, and a Kato. They all run really nice together. I'm going to show you one thing on the Helix quick that I did change over the last 2 months, so let me show you that quick. Okay, so while I was out and about at a hardware store, I had just been messing around looking there, and I found some washers that were a little bit smaller than the washers that I had used on my Helix to hold my track in place. I'm using, these were number 10 washers here, and I'm thinking these were metrics, but I don't know what size they were exactly, but I don't have a box or anything. I just bought a bag of them, but you can kind of see it worked out really slick. It might be hard to see there, but this metric washer is just a little bit smaller overall diameter, and the inside diameter is bigger. So I was able to fit my screw here that I'm using to tie down the tracks, and you know, it fit in there fairly decent, but then with a little bit wider opening, this was able to sit down in there a little more flush with the top of that washer, and it got me a little bit more clearance on the Helix. And so obviously when this was in here, the washer was pretty much right between the ties there, and it didn't allow the track to flex any. And then the new one, there's a little bit more flex here, and I'll show you on my, let me just bear with me here. We'll come up and show you on one of these sections here, like say right in here, it allows the track to have a little bit more leeway in it. And you know, being that it's in the basement, these are going to expand and contract, and I welded the rails, of course, in the Helix, and you know, I didn't want to get the track doing the, you know, dip-de-doo everywhere, so I left these loose enough, and now that I have a little bit more room, they have room to flex, which makes it so much nicer. The last ones I had were pretty tight, and you could tell that the rails were they were starting to do the weave a little bit, where you know they were tight here and then they'd kind of flex in and out in these areas. So by putting in those other washers, I was able to alleviate that problem in the Helix. So that's one thing I had to do, go back through and redo the entire Helix. And thank goodness they make those small little stubby Phillips screwdrivers that I could get in there and turn and pull these out to redo them. So I guess what I'm saying is, if you're going to do a Helix, go with the smaller washers. And if I can figure out what they are when I go back to that store, I'll let you know on one of my future posts. But that's really helped out a lot and kept my Helix running really good. So okay, let me show you this other stuff quick. I did buy SD40 Kato engine here on eBay, and I guess it'd be, you'd consider it the first time I've really gotten burned on one. The guy said it had a DCC decoder in it and everything, and it did, but the decoder was junk. It didn't work, it wouldn't recognize it. I tried everything, I tested it, it showed bad. And of course he wanted me offered me to return it at my expense, but hell, it's easier for me to buy a new decoder and wire something else in there. I just have that test one in there for temporary, just to make sure it actually works. Nice engine. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it Conrail or if I was just going to do a custom on this one. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that one. Okay, I was able to pick up a Dash 8 40BW in the old war bonnet scheme with the repainted BNSF. I kind of wanted one of those. If you remember, I have a set of these other ones out of the original Santa Fe's that I've weathered up and changed the air conditioner and done a bunch of work to these. But I wanted one of those new ones to add to the fleet. Okay, another area I really want to focus in on is the entrance to the train room here. These two tracks that come around here, they're actually going to come across, and there's going to be a drop bridge or a removable bridge that covers the entrance to the train room here. And I really want to start working on this and running that track around the Helix on the other side there. That way I can get trains running up on the top deck and having multiple things going on upstairs as well as downstairs and up and down the Helix. It'll really make the layout a lot more interesting. And okay, so I also got a couple more of these end of train device pieces here. I really like these things. They really bring realism to the layout. It's pretty cool. So a few more things I have out there on eBay that I'm trying to buy, and I'm actually going to start selling some of my locomotives. I got too many of them, and I want to try to focus in a little bit more on certain eras and certain road names. So there may be some stuff that's going to come up for sale here in the near future. So hang in there. I apologize it's been so long since my last video, but I'll do my best to hurry this along so that I can start making some other videos. And all in all, I really want to be down here doing this stuff too. So it's a win-win for everyone. So until then, thanks a lot for subscribing. Appreciate it. Keep asking questions, and until the next time.